Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Sadie and hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am actually playing with the blood sugar. I know this is like old news and I've had this for absolutely donkey's years, but it's actually been requested for me to do some more Jeffree Star videos and I've never done a video on this and actually I haven't played with it in a very long time. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I've done this look, then keep on watching. Before we start the video, why am I clapping? It would help me out a lot if you subscribe to the channel. I'm almost at 500 subscribers and who knows, by the time I upload this I might be at 500 subscribers. I mean, it's not about the count, I'm not here for this, but it definitely warms my heart and I've met so many incredible people through YouTube and people I consider like my YouTube family now, so please subscribe and cheers. Thanks. God, I'm so awkward. Alright, so my eyes are primed with Urban Decay Eden Eyeshadow Primer and the first thing I'm going to go in with is Coma on like just a flat shader brush. I'm going to pop it in my outer corner, through my crease and like in my outer corner here as well. For once in my life I've already done an eye. I just thought it'd be nice when I finish this, I'm like, oh, I can just do my base and then I'm done sort of thing. Because I shouldn't really be recording tonight because I have to get up very early in the morning, but never mind. How is everyone? I have 2 days left in work. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can't wait to leave. I'll be sad to leaving all my friends again, but we're all like a really nice little family in there, so like we never lose contact with each other, which is really nice. What else has been happening? Not much, to be honest with you. So on the other end of this brush is like a dual fibre crease brush. I'm still going to take the same colour why am I thinking Coma, and I'm just going to blend it very lightly on the edges just so it blends a little bit better with the next shade. I'm going to wing it out a little bit as well, not being too crazy careful. Yeah, so I was thinking about getting my palettes out. I haven't done many tutorials on my Jeffree palettes, but like a lot of people have been requesting them, so I thought, why not? And I've been dying to like use, I haven't used this palette in like years. I'm not being dramatic, like I haven't touched it in about a year and a half, maybe even a little bit more. And I just think, man, I gotta get some use out of my palettes. I think I'm gonna do a nice declutter soon, but I'll think about that because I have issues hoarding stuff, so I don't know. Also, would anyone like to see a makeup collection video? Like, it's nothing special in my house, I haven't got like these things, but would anyone like to see everything that I own? I don't know. Could someone give me some ideas of what you'd like to see? I've started doing a makeup collection, but I was literally talking about every palette and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here fucking forever. So, but if people want it, I don't mind doing it. Okay, then on a Zoeva little Luxe Petite crease brush, I'm taking the, is it Fresh Meat? Yeah, taking the shade Fresh Meat. I'm just going to blend on top of that Coma shade. Oh, I went a bit heavy. Does anyone else have this palette? I know there's still people who don't own this palette. I like it when I'm, obviously when I use it, but I do feel like the last row, like the darker shades just like all blend into one colour, if that makes any sense. Like there's not huge differences in shades. Like I use quite a few shades on here and it literally looks like no difference, which I'll explain to you when I get to that shade. That I'm going to add it in just for the purpose of using it on this eye, but I'm going to be like, you don't need to add this shade because it literally like vanished with everything else. But oh well. It's weird, it's like for a very red tone based palette it comes off very pink and purple, because let's admit the prick shade is shit and hard panned. So the next shade I picked up was Root Canal on a Morphe M506. This is the shade that is going to be absolutely pointless because it literally vanishes with the rest, but I'm going to add it on purposely, and I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. Just going to very slightly add it on top here. Just a little bit. Because it don't matter about this being absolutely perfect, so I'm going to go back over and blend it anyway. Hope you can see me a little bit better in this video. I was like over here in my last video. Also, hi to all my new subscribers. Hello. You'll regret it soon. Same brush, taking the shade Cavity, which is the bright pink. And I'm going to pop that on top. And brush it underneath as well. Right, I'm literally just gonna quickly redo those steps. So yes, tomorrow I have a hospital appointment for a colposcopy. Sorry if this is TMI, but let's be real, I don't care. I'll say whatever I want on this channel, especially if it's something that's going to benefit people and help them. I am here for it. So if you don't know what a colposcopy is, because I never knew what it was until I had to have one, is that recently I had my very first smear test. So my smear test came back abnormal. So they'll do a colposcopy to check the cells and if they will grade it, or if it's a high grade or something. They'll remove them, etc., etc., or do a biopsy. So I've got that tomorrow morning, which will be fun. But the reason I'm bringing it mainly is because I know that there's a lot of women who still haven't had their smear test, or are too afraid to. Please go and have one. Obviously I've had one during a pandemic. I was literally not even in there for 10 minutes. Like, it was literally nothing. And I know women have different experiences, feel different pain. I literally felt nothing. But there's some women who do find it painful. But it's not. I think people have an impression that it's like these fucking massive metal pliers that are like literally entering. That sounds minging. But it's literally not. It's just a small tube, and that's literally like it. So please go have one done if you haven't. So that was nice and easy. Like, I do like this palette just because of how well it all goes together. Like, I've literally done that in 10 minutes, and that's without like the talking and like doing it. It just literally like blends itself. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick cut crease now. I'm going to do like the Vaseline trick with a P. Louise 707-2 brush. I actually done like a humongous cut crease. I didn't mean to go that big, but shit happens. You're probably going to hear the helicopter now, for fuck's sake. We get a lot of helicopters because I'm from Hereford. I'm not from Hereford, I'm from near Cardiff, but I live in Hereford where the SAS camp is, so we have constant helicopters coming over. Literally the field behind me, which is a race course, they have all the training and that there sometimes, so we like to watch the parachuters and stuff like that come down. The little one loves helicopters, so it's got its perks, I suppose. Oh my god, I've gone way too like overdrawn with this because I'm talking. Okay, you just grab a cotton bud and clean it off. what I like to do is just add a dollop of, excuse me here, a dollop of P. Louise base, and I'm using another 7072 brush, and I'm just going to cut out the crease. Okay, now that I've done that, Now that I've done that, I just blended that bit out with my finger. And I'm just going to take that brush I used for the shade Coma and just blend over the edges just a little bit. Like, I'm not going like too crazy, like, perfect. What is wrong with me tonight? Perfect for now. Then I'm going to take a Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader brush. I'm taking the shade Cavity, which is the bright pink, and I'm going to pop that all where I've cut the crease. I will say this is a very good pink. Very nice opaque hot pink. So now I'm going to go back in with that Coma shade and just blend those edges in a little bit better. So I'm going to sort of go in a diagonal shape. I will admit this shade Coma, layered on other eyeshadows, can come off a little bit patchy, so it does take a little bit more work with this shade. Right, what did I do next? I then took Grind, oh my god, from Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner shades range, and I popped it where I cut the crease. So like I said, I didn't worry about it being too clean because I knew I was going to put a liner there. And I feel like with this look you sort of have to put something else there because it looks a little bit too together, if that makes sense. Like there's no real like 100% loads of definition because like it's all pink. So I just wanted to add a little something, and this is like a nice pink, but it's got like blue reflex in it, which is really pretty. This is one that you need to do 2 coats, by the way. So I'm just popping it along the line. So I've just done one layer. I'm going to let that sit and dry, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of eyeliner on. And a lot of people, thank you, a lot of people ask what eyeliner I use. I use the Maybelline Lasting Drama liner. This is in the matte waterproof, but you could just get the matte version. I remember just being in store, like this was the only one they had, and I've like fallen back in love with this. So I think it's a really nice black mascara, and I love a matte one. I didn't want that little line there, fuck. Oh sis, she can just blend in because I just don't care. Now that I've got a line there, I'm just going to press the shade Coma on top of it, just here, so it blends in a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't look like blended here, but you'd be surprised when you put lashes on, it blends in quite nicely. And I'm just going to go over here a little bit more. I forgot that it was still drying. I then took just an eyeliner brush. This is just an Urban Decay one, but just a really thin one. And I took Crisp Finish Extra Spicy from the P. Louise range. And on, yeah, Extra Spicy, I just said it, didn't I? Duh. And I'm going to put that in my waterline. Never thought I'd use this shade. I actually got this shade free because they messed up my order. I was like, when the hell would I ever use this? But actually, ties in very nicely. It's just like a normal brightening anyway. It doesn't look like pink. It's actually got a bit more of like a coraliness to it. I know you might be like, what the fuck you on about, but it does. It's got like this peachier tone to it as well. Anyone else find like the P. Louise base is literally going my eyeball? For my inner corner I got the Morphe M5321, and I'm going to use the shade. It's not sweetener, is it? Yeah, it is sweetener in my inner. Oh, my hair's annoying the shit out of me. Inner corner. I'm just going to pop it around here and a little bit more underneath. I did like it at first, but then I was like, it just doesn't give enough. So I do put the grind shade on top as well. Right, I'm just going to quickly go back in with that layer of grind, and I'm going to put grind in my inner corner as well. God, I love these glitter liners. They're just my favourite thing. I own 20 of them. They just bring any eye look just like top notch, like amazingness. Right, just going to quickly pop the lash on. Oh, no I won't. Got my ass. These are Doll Beauty Samantha lashes, so I'm just going to pop these on, do my base, and I shall be back. So here's the finished look. I don't know if it's a little bit extra with the lippy. I was going to go nude, but I thought let's just fuck it, let's just go all out and do pink. The lip shade I'm using is the Jeffree What the Fuck shade from the Shane Dawson collab. So yeah, obviously like I've used this palette loads, but I've never done a video on it, so my final thoughts are I love the look I created. I admit like it was one of Jeffree's like biggest launches and biggest palettes, and I did love it when I have it. I still love it now, but I just don't gravitate to it loads. Like there's just so much that comes out and releases and blah 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 that you just forget about some palettes. Actually, like these what the fuck is that? This will explain why it made that noise. This was one of the original very first ones that launched on Beauty Bay, where he had on that. Am I on a stroke? Where like only 100,000 of them came to Beauty Bay on the first ones, and I got this. This is like the first round, and it is so hard to open this fucking packaging. It's so hard that literally it's like coming off underneath here and like lifting in the pans. But yeah, it's a really good palette. I mean, like what I paid for it, I love the packaging. The packaging though, even though it's a bit of a pain in the arse, will always be like absolutely iconic and amazing. Quality is still really good to the fact like how long I've had this. I mean, like eyeshadows are eyeshadows. I believe like I'd never use this on someone else, even though it could be like, well yeah, it's out of date because it only has 12 months on it. But I still really enjoy it. I think I'm definitely going to play with it a little bit more. Even like the neutral shades in the top are really good for like a nice day-to-day eye look. And glucose, the white in here is like fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more Jeffree Star videos, let me know. I've done a Conspiracy, Blue Blood and Bloodlust on my channel, and Orgy, obviously the most recent one, and Cremated. I haven't done any other ones, so if you'd like to see some tutorials of his palettes, please let me know down below. I'll think about filming them, and I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.